broadcasting across the nation from the East Coast to the West, keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side, with leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm, the show that makes you go, technology news of the week, the show for the everyday person talking about technology, broadcasting across the nation with insightful segments on subjects weeks ahead of the mainstream media. We welcome our radio audience of 35 million listeners to an hour of insightful technology news. I'm your host, Nathan Mumm, with over 30 plus years of technology expertise. Our co-host, Mike Roday. Here is our award-winning author, a human behavior expert, and he is also bald and beautiful. Yeah, if you were on last week's,
serious?
Well,
Right
wasn't it last week's episode where we kind of Mark?
yeah, it was like
hard,
I don't know, some celebrate baldness day.
Yeah,
Or,
so we're bald and beautiful. I love that. All right, now
I'm all right.
What's that?
I can be that, but you can't.
I can't be that.
No, you can just be bald.
I can. Okay, well, we're live streaming during our show on 6 of the most popular platforms. 6. Not 4, not 5, but 6. YouTube, Twitch.tv, Facebook, LinkedIn, Kick, and Rumble. We encourage you to visit us online at techtimeradio.com, see our new faster site, and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/TechTimeRadio. We're all friends from different backgrounds. We bring the best technology show possible weekly for our family, friends, and fans to enjoy. We're glad to have Odie, our producer, at the control panel today. Welcome, everyone. Let's start today's show.
Now on today's show.
All right. Today on the show, we have, of course, our letters segment, the funny yet informative reading of emails that I received or that were submitted to me during the week. This includes scam, phishing emails, text scams, and all-out mistruths. In addition, we have our standard features, including Mike's mesmerizing moment, technology fail of the week, and a Nathan Nugget. We may even get 2 of those in. And, of course, our pick of the day, whiskey tasting, to see if our selected whiskey pick is 0, 1, or 2 thumbs up by the end of the show. I'm looking at our whiskey. We have 2 bottles, which isn't bad, but it's not a testing day. So I am very confused on what Mark has for us.
I don't know what Mark is doing.
You don't know what Mark's doing? I don't either. All right. Well, but now let's hopefully have great whiskey and get ready for the latest headlines in the world of technology.
Here are our top technology stories of the week.
All right, this is a big, earth-shaking news story. Apple's M6 MacBook Pro is reportedly going to be offering a touch screen. They're going to get into the business that Microsoft Surface has dominated over the last 10 years to come up with a touch screen. Let's go to, what's that?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you want to hear what Lisa Walker has first, or what do you have?
Yeah, let's listen to Lisa.
Okay, let's see what
Walker.
Lisa has.
Apple insiders are pointing to a tactile new future for the company's laptops. Apple will incorporate touchscreens into MacBooks sometime in the next few years, further blurring the line with the iPad. The touchscreen approach for a MacBook Pro is currently projected for release in late 2026 or early 2027. Apple's touchscreen laptops are internally known as K114 and K116 and will run on M6 chips. Apple just introduced the M5 generation of its silicon for this year's iteration of the MacBook Pro and iPad Pro, but some might bypass this upgrade for the M6 chips the following year. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, so what do you think about this? This is a big deal.
I thought Apple was never, ever going to do touchscreen.
That's what they said. Steve Jobs is just rolling over in his grave right now.
They've been talking to Microsoft, haven't they?
I don't know.
They're like, hey, we're gonna if you guys are gonna not support Windows 10 anymore, we're gonna do touchscreen.
We're gonna do this. So the laptops will still have a trackpad and keyboard for non-touch control. So it's just going to be like your Surface. You have a Surface in front of you. You have a keyboard, you have a mouse.
Yes, I love this thing.
And the touch screen. Now, the MacBook Pro's camera also is going to move to above the screen. Right now, they have it integrated in the screen, which is always kind of the weirdest thing ever, but it's kind of their little...
So they're basically copying the Surface, huh?
Yeah, they are. They're basically going to copy. So this is it. They've kept those audiences separate. So if I wanted to have a touchpad, I mean, I have an iPad right here, right in front of me in the studio. If I want to use touch type stuff, I have to use a touchpad. If I want to use my Mac laptop, which I have in front of me right now with my TechTime Radio stickers on and everything, I have to use it without touch. Now they're going to blur the line.
Touch all your technology.
That's right. So you know what? I think this destroys the iPad market. I think this will end up destroying the iPad market. I think everybody will get laptops. I think they're going to get laptops that can then flip over upside down. And so that I could actually have that make the yogas and a bunch of devices that do this now.
Okay, but is it Apple? Is really you think it will? Because
yeah, actually, I really do.
The iPad is still a cheaper version of the Mac.
But if I can just spend another $400 more, get a laptop, and I can just fold over the top when I want to use the touchpad, yeah,
Okay, well,
absolutely.
you know I'm not a huge Apple guy, but can't you buy a keyboard for your iPad?
I can buy a keyboard. I can buy a Bluetooth keyboard for my iPad right now, but it doesn't feel the same as the built-in keyboards. So this layout right here that I love. If I had now had touch, I could just scroll up and down.
Well,
I don't need anything else.
I think you should stay away from Apple and just get a Surface because that's cooler.
I have a Surface too, though. But okay, yeah, okay, all right. Well,
okay, whatever.
We're gonna see if they can both coexist. Let's see Odie over there. Odie she has no comments on this, but she probably will have comments on story number 2. What do you have for story number 2 here, Mike?
We're going to talk about Apple again.
Okay. What's up with Apple?
They're leading the wave of minus pluses.
Okay. What? The wave?
The wave of minus pluses.
Okay. Explain what that wave is.
Do you remember back in, when did we start this thing?
We're on year 6 right now.
Okay. Do you remember back when Hulu added plus to their name?
They did.
And then everybody started adding plus to their name.
Yep. And you made a couple jokes about it.
Oh, yeah. This is funny because we started talking about everybody adding plus, and they started adding pluses to everything. So now we have plus, plus, plus.
Yep.
Well, I guess Apple got tired of that because Apple TV Plus is getting rid of their plus.
Okay. So is it Apple TV Plus minus? Or how do you do that?
It's Apple TV minus the plus.
Okay.
So
just Apple TV then.
It's going to be just Apple TV again.
Okay.
Because the plus is being minused.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Last week, Apple quietly rebranded its streaming service in a press release announcing its streaming plans for the blockbuster F1, the movie.
Okay.
They dropped the plus. And guess what they did too?
What else?
They hiked the price.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody's been up to upgrading their prices, right?
Yeah, everybody's like,
let's raise it 10%.
The greed bandwagon.
Yeah.
Apple Plus TV is now simply Apple TV with a vibrant new identity.
Oh, okay.
Because, that's what happens when you minus your plus.
Okay.
Though, as of press time, the Plus branding still appears on the platform's website and app. It hasn't quite reached out all to the public yet.
Okay.
The rebrand comes just weeks after the streaming service raised its subscription fee by 30%.
By 30%?
Yep, $9.99 to $12.99.
Okay.
New pricing went into effect on August the 21st. In announcing the hike, Apple noted that Apple TV Not Plus remains the only major streaming service without a lower cost ad supported tier. I guess they're, on that sort of thing that like, hey, we're not going to entice you in with all these commercials.
Okay.
It's also cited as deep library, quote unquote, deep library as justification for the increase.
Deep library.
I don't know.
Library?
I don't have Apple TV, so I don't know what their deep library is.
I guess that's if you're burying somebody in the ground and the difference between 4 feet underneath or 6 feet underneath. Is 4 feet still considered deep?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
But it's like the Halloween time, don't you? Like graves.
I don't go out and dig graves.
You don't
on Halloween.
Is
that what you do? You go out and hang out in graveyards and look at how those were created.
I fight zombies. I fight zombies down at the local.
You can just walk out your door nowadays and fight a zombie.
You think so?
Yeah,
that's only if you're in downtown Seattle.
No. I almost got run off the road by a zombie this morning because they were so busy looking at their phone. They were completely oblivious to what was going on.
All right.
So, yeah, here we go. Apple has minus their plus, and I bet you money we're going to see a bunch of other people minusing their pluses.
You think Disney Plus just becomes like Disney TV?
I think they're gonna. Yeah, I think they'll probably
because they're buying
maybe,
Hulu.
maybe,
Hulu's shutting down next year.
Yeah, they bought Hulu.
Yep, and Hulu's going to shut down and become Disney. So they're just going to call it Disney.
I think they're
TV?
just going to call it Disney.
Okay.
I think this ridiculousness with all these pluses is going to go away now.
That's going to go away.
Yeah.
Okay.
That will be my prediction for our prediction show. Next time.
I wouldn't take that prediction. I'd say I agree with you too. I think that once one trend happens, did you know that the Meta, they had like their goggles that they have, right? And so those come on out with like the Meta Plus 2 was what they're doing for their goggles. They removed that. Now they're the Meta.
The Meta 2?
Yeah, it's just Meta 2, Meta 3. They got rid of all their Plus branding too. So I think maybe the anti-Plus sign is happening now.
Maybe they just figured out how ridiculous it all was.
All right, well, we're staying on the subject of TV.
Didn't you rename the website TechTime Radio Plus?
I did not. No, I did not add the TechTime Radio Plus.
Okay, well, you can contact me at MikeGordayPlus.com.
That's perfect. All right, story number 3, staying on television. Mark Zuckerberg's dream of replacing your TV with a $1 app just became real inside your headset. So now we're going to be talking
to the
about
free guy.
So, okay, I actually loaded this. This is amazing. I will never need to buy a television again. This essentially gives you a 90-inch television because it goes on your Meta Quest headset. So let's talk about this. There's a new app. It's called Horizon TV app. It unveiled at the Meta Connect event that Meta had. It transforms the Meta Quest headset into a full-blown entertainment hub. Think of big splashy thumbnails, rows of app icons, curated content. It makes your smart TV experience reimagined in the virtual reality world. It just puts up a TV. So you're in your reality world, and it just puts a TV on your screen, and then you can go full screen. So it goes all the way around and it wraps around you. For IMAX movies and stuff like that, that are built for this wraparound. It is amazing. The quality is full HD, and it's your whole screen. So, I mean, if I can't see anything right now, I would need to have probably a 300-inch television, right?
Okay, so you were the guy that almost ran me over today because you were looking at your TV in Meta Quest.
Well, yeah, it's interesting because this is not just a text flex. Horizon TV is Meta's latest move to lure non-gaming audience back into this is $399.
Okay.
I can get a movie like James Cameron's partnership with this. All this for $1.
I feel like this is something really stupid that should have been first.
It should have been. It absolutely should have been.
Why didn't they add TV to your virtual reality? And by the way, it's virtual reality, not reality.
Okay, it is virtual reality. It's VR. It is VR or AR, depending on how you want to augmented reality or virtual reality. Right. So this headset goes on. It's a $1 app. It looks and interacts like a television. You know what? This now makes me maybe change my mind. Last week I said I wanted that free TV for $500.
Oh, well, that guy's just got shunted out of the whole
if I can
deal
only have
now.
a $1 app, I think this is it.
See, Meta just came along and stole all your ideas and all your data.
I can watch Amazon Rings of Power. It has Pluto, Peacock, YouTube, Spotify, Dazzin.
What do you do about the whole sweaty face thing?
What do you mean, the sweaty face when you're watching TV?
when you wear those things for too long, your face gets sweaty.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. You
have to take it off when you go to the bathroom.
But think of traveling. If I travel on a plane, I put one of these bad boys on. I don't have to see anybody around me, and I could be watching full sports, 360 all around. I could look left and right and see Aaron Rodgers throwing a pass and yelling at his sideline members. I mean, all of it. Now there are some big gaps though. Disney Plus. Which will soon be Disney.
Which will just be Disney.
And ESPN are on the way, but they do not have Netflix, Hulu, which you don't need Hulu anymore because they're going and being bought by Disney, and HBO are not in the mix. Neither is Tubi or the Roku channel, but they say that these are coming on their way. So let me ask you this. $399 for a headset, virtual reality, $1 for an app, and you get yourself a 200-plus inch television. Is that worth the price? Would you do that, Mike?
Not for me.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
All right. Well, I think it could be there.
Well, I have less problems with this, than I do with the other reasons to buy virtual reality crap, like, Meta's whole virtual reality realty world and whatnot.
Okay. All right. Well,
What is that game? Second Life?
Second Life. There's a whole bunch of those. And Eve, and there's a bunch of other games that you can do.
Eve is science fiction. That's pretty cool.
Was it Eve the science fiction one?
Yeah, Eve is a whole science fiction.
Well, you can play Fallout now on these VR units. Just think about being in the Fallout world.
That would be all right.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, guess what? That ends our top technology stories of the week. Next, we're going to dive into our letter segment. But first, we're going to need to take a commercial break. We're going to head out at 88 miles per hour until our next segment comes back up. We'll catch you after this break.
Looking for custom glass solutions for your next commercial project? Hartung Glass Industries is your trusted partner in custom glass fabrication. For over 100 years, Hartung has delivered proven manufacturing expertise, comprehensive product offerings, and dependable service and quality. From energy-efficient facades to custom shower doors, we create glass solutions tailored to your project needs. With 8 facilities across the U.S. and Canada, we combine national expertise with a local touch-ensuring faster service and unparalleled customer care. Hartung Glass Industries, where quality meets innovation. Visit hartungglass.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Tech Time with Nathan Mum. Our weekly show covers the top technology subjects without any political agenda. We verify the facts. We do it with a sense of humor in less than 60 minutes. And, of course, a little whiskey on the side. Today, Mark Gregoire, a whiskey connoisseur, is in the studio. It's always a great day when he's here visiting us. Now, what? Oh, look at that. Back to the bourbon shirt. That's, I think he's got some comments on that. Of all the things that we've had, I think that's maybe the few comments we get on the website. So tell us, what are we doing with our bourbon today?
Yeah,
here,
why do we have 2 glasses in front of us?
We are drinking.
Both of them taste pretty good.
We are drinking Jack Daniel's Old Number 7, the Black Label.
Okay. And
why is there 2?
Yeah.
One of them is from 1972, and one of them is from today.
Oh. I can actually pick out, I believe, which one is which.
All right.
Okay, Nathan, the palate guy, has it figured out already.
Let me tell you what Jack Daniel's talks about their Old Number 7.
I just know old whiskey because I keep it around forever, so I know there's a different taste.
So, from Jack Daniel's website, mellowed drop by drop through 10 feet of sugar maple charcoal, then matured in handcrafted barrels, our Tennessee whiskey doesn't follow a calendar. It's only ready when our tasters say it is. We judge it by the way it looks, by its aroma, and of course by the way it tastes. It's how Jack Daniel's himself did it over a century ago, and how we still do it today. Vanilla, caramel, and almond with well-rounded barrel notes. Now, this is from the Brown-Forman company. Now, I believe in 1972, I didn't have a chance to double-check that, but I don't believe it was owned then by Brown-Forman. Not 100% sure, but regardless, both were distilled at the Jack Daniel's Distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. This is classified as a Tennessee whiskey, which, of course, is a subset of bourbon. Its age is undisclosed. Now, here's where some of the differences is. The one from 1972, they used to do it at 90 proof, while today's Jack Daniel's is at 80 proof.
Oh.
The mash bill is the same, 80% corn, 12% malted barley, 8% rye. If you buy a Jack Daniel's bottle today, it'll cost you about $23. This bottle back then was about $5.
All right. Now, how did you come across a 1972 bottle?
My dad's closet.
Okay.
It was a gift. He had a few bottles from way back when he was working at the bank, and there were gifts from people, and he's not a big whiskey drinker, and so I raided the closet.
All right, okay.
And so I just opened this up this past summer. Had a whiskey. Chris and his dad came over.
Could they tell which one was which?
We didn't do it quite a side by side.
Did they like it? Did they think it was good?
Oh, they loved it.
Oh, they loved it.
They loved it. And they said that I don't want to spoil everything, but we all wish the Jack Daniel's of yesterday could be today.
Oh, okay, so the additional 10 proof.
So you're saying one more time that the old ways are better than the new ways?
Back to the bourbon. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I see one of them has kind of a flat taste, in my opinion. One of them has a vibrant taste. So now I'm really with the
One of
flat
them's flat.
taste. That flat taste would, in my mind, would be the older aged whiskey, but maybe not.
Okay.
So one has a really nice, one's got a no burn really to it, and the other one does. I'm just going to taste the one that I like. That's what I'll say. All right. Okay, Mark.
Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us a comment. And as you're drinking, drink responsibly. Heaven can wait.
Now, are the bottles worth anything if you for like collector's items? If they're older bottles, Mark?
The old bottles, yeah, they do sell those on eBay. Now, if I had sold it with the juice in it sealed,
yeah,
that's worth quite a bit.
That's worth quite a bit. Okay.
Not a huge amount for a Jack Daniels because there's a lot of those floating around.
Okay. But
so you drink a lot of old whiskey?
So what happens? Look at my shelf there. Yeah. So I buy whiskey,
and then
it
don't
sits
drink.
there.
Is that why you don't like wine? Because you wait so long that it's turned to vinegar?
Yeah. You know what? It's really funny because my go-to drink is like a gin and tonic. So isn't that just like totally everything different than whiskey or anything? I mean, if I'm just sipping around watching a sports game,
different than whiskey.
Yeah,
it's a gin and tonic. All right. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm sure we're going to have a great time figuring out what the special day is today. And of course, our Jack Daniels. Now with our whiskey tasting completed, let's move on to our feature segment today. We bring back the funny yet informative reading of emails that I received during the week. This includes scam, phishing emails, texting scams, and all-out mistruths discussed as legitimate emails in a segment we call Letters.
Letters, we get letters. We get back and back of letters. Oh, letters, we get letters. And the letters all have
All right.
You
okay.
guys are in.
All right.
Odie's
passing. So we're going to start with Mark. Mark, you're going to start us. This is kind of a long built up scam here that happened. So take a look at it. And what do you have in front of you?
I'm going to give you the overview because this one I looked through this one and nothing jumps out as me as a scam. So It says it's from Marriott.
Yeah.
And you look at the from and it's at Marriott.com.
Okay.
Which looks valid.
Yep.
Hello, Mr. Mom. And basically they're saying that you have a free nights award and it will expire after a year. You're getting close to the expiration, and please use it.
Okay.
It's got the Marriott logo and the signature, and there's a few web links in here, and they all look like they actually go to the Marriott's correct links.
So that does. Scam, I think here's what happened. I think Marriott actually individual users at this program got compromised because this email does look correct, but isn't there? Look down for the contact information. What's it say for the contact information?
Melissa A. Marriott Envoy Customer Care.
Okay, so I sent that person an email. So I think she was hijacked or somebody was in her machine that was running her machine itself. Because what happens is I responded, looks really good, right? They're telling me I need to use up my free day. I need to have everything taken care of. I responded, so, all right, thank you very much. Is there anything else I need to do? I do not see it on my profile because I use a lot of these points. I don't see it on my profile listed anywhere. So immediately I get a response back that says, I have now forwarded it over to our help desk services, and it went to a Zendesk email account. So it was like someone was in her email, in her box, that said, here's what you need to do to contact us. So now I follow this. I'm on a hook and ladder of going what needs to be taken care of. So I click on the Zendesk type of deal, it opens up, and all of a sudden it says, we're having problems with our Zendesk system. Now, that sometimes happens too. So that's not a red alert immediately. It says, please contact us. So now I contact them, and here's where everything starts going a little awry. When you start calling people for support, or if you reach out to them and you hear a call center in the background, that is my first warning sign that, you know what? I think that I need to be careful of what I'm doing. Well, he said, sorry, sir. We don't have access to our systems. Our systems are down right now. That's why we had to reach out to you this way. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to contact you when our system is up and running. Again, no real big warnings here. This is all like, okay, this is legit. They're having problems on their system. Once our system's back up and working, we'll let you know. I give them my full phone number, everything, because, it's a free night. I'm a thrifty guy.
I was going to say, so normally I would have just saw this, logged in my account, whatever, and deleted it and moved on with life. But not Nathan. Nathan wants his freebie.
I want my free night. I want,
all right. Keep going, Nathan.
So then all of a sudden I get a call that comes on in, and my phone picks it up as a scam likely. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So they introduce themselves and they say that they're calling back on this and that they're sorry that they have problems. And this is the key where I'm like, what the heck is going on here? You know what? Since we're having problems, let us send you an access code so we can remote into your computer to take a look and see why this isn't working.
Oh, bingo, bingo.
So everything was fine until they wanted to get remote access. They should just tell me it's back up. You can go and click on it here. Here's your login. So somehow during all this communication, whether it was from the Marriott individual themselves that was compromised, whether it was the Zendesk installation that was compromised, somehow.
So what you're saying
compromised.
was this was a very well done scam.
Very well done. And only at that point did I actually hang up, say that this probably my phone said it was scam likely. Anytime I hear a call center, when I reach out to somebody, that puts up my red alert to be careful of what's going on. As soon as they then asked for complete control of my machine, so they can help me out.
That's totally when I would give them. Then I call the beekeeper.
So then, yeah, that's right. So then all of a sudden I said, no, I closed it down. I then went and took a look at my account. So they may have actually been down. I took a look at my account the following day and my day was back in there. Everything was fine. Like it hasn't even been touched. And I didn't give these people access to my computer.
So you actually had a free day that wasn't showing up for a while and then it actually came back into your system?
That's correct.
Wow.
So now either they didn't have it in their system and they re-added it, or this was scam. I don't know exactly how it put together, but that was.
My guess is that the Melissa A from Marriott was hacked. We've seen that a few times with companies that we work with. And what those hackers do is they log in and they create a special rule. So they probably created a rule on the subject line that then goes to a folder that a user doesn't notice, and then that's how they communicate back and forth while the person's still doing their email.
And so it still seems legit, right? So they still seems like they're actively working on my email slow. That's exactly what I believe happened.
You've been hacked, or always look at your rules in your email application.
Yeah,
if anything's been ever added in there.
I got the reverse.
What's that?
I got these really strange emails from a medical company that said I had a reimbursement and I needed to log into their link.
Yeah.
And I don't click on stuff.
You don't click.
Right?
You got your hat on. That's right. You don't click on.
Right.
On
so
anything.
I ignored it and I ignored it for 3 weeks and I got a check in the mail.
Wow. So you still got the check in the mail?
I actually had a reimbursement, and they were doing the scammer stuff by sending me text messages and emails that said, "Hey, click on this link."
So they're trying to get you back. So the moral of the story is, guess what? If
don't
they owe
click
you
on stuff,
if they owe you, they're still going to send you the check, right?
Yeah. If you're getting money back,
they'll figure out a way.
They'll figure out a way to send it to you.
All right. So this one, I'm excited about this one that you have to share with us.
I'm excited about this one.
Okay.
Can you read that one to me, Mike? Please?
I will totally read it
Thank
to you.
you.
Because it's from service at itridem.etree.org.
Okay. Well, that seems legit.
Yeah. And it's to Nathan.
Okay.
The subject line is something with TSIA in it.
Okay.
And then the entire email is kanji. You know what kanji is?
What's kanji?
Japanese writing.
So it's all Japanese writing.
It's all Japanese writing except for TSIA and some numbers.
Okay. So
I think I don't know if this is a scam or they just think you're Japanese because maybe mom is Japanese.
So I Google Translate it.
Japanese?
So I'm not fluent in Japanese.
Mike can sing us that song.
Are you fluent in Japanese, Mike?
No, the song, Nathan.
What's
what
Turning
song?
Japanese.
Oh, turning Japanese.
That's from your era too.
I don't know that
Move
song.
Move on.
Okay, well, can you read this out loud to me?
Yeah, it says, "Hi, Nathan."
No, I want the characters. Is that like it's like
no, I can't read Japanese.
I
can speak a little Japanese, but I can't read it.
Okay.
It says, "Hi, Nathan.
Yeah,
we're totally on board with you being our Japanese person in our
America?
email. We know you recently visited our lovely country, and you hate our bourbon."
Well, I don't hate that. I think Mark more hates the bourbon.
Oh, maybe
Well,
it's
there's,
is it Mark
there's no
that
such
hates
thing as Japanese bourbon, number one, because bourbon is a legal term that can only be made in
In
the
the
United
United
States.
States.
See,
Japanese
and that's what it
whiskey.
says here.
Japanese whiskey.
That's what it says here. It says Mark doesn't know what he's talking about because we make bourbon all the time.
So it's really tough if you. We should probably put that up to the camera.
So I
if
don't
you're
know.
live stream-
I don't know if that's a scam or not, but it is funny.
So I did put it in Google Translate.
What
Right?
did it tell you?
It's either Google Translate did not work well, or they did not have the phishing attempt well, or they didn't have just their email well. So I don't know which one was wrong, but it could not make coherent stuff. There was some welcome in there. There was some we'd like to show you, and then there was some TechTime Radio in there, and that was it on the stuff that it pulled out. So when you actually pulled it on out, it did not Google Translate it correctly.
Maybe it's an offer for $1 million to buy TechTime Radio.
Oh, it could have been. It could have been.
Yeah, or it's
Or 1,000 yen.
Sure.
All right. Okay, here's my next one. This got me excited. This came from Jamie Smith 2702 at virilo.info.
But it's Harbor Freight.
Well, hang on. Well, it is. It says you are an October winner. Claim your free Pittsburgh car maintenance set. And then it has the title, Reply UAX5MS9, which is their tag. So when the email comes on in, they can see which one of the scammers that sent this out actually gets credit.
Is that their
for it.
ID number?
Yep, that's their credit number. So they included that in the title subject. So you know what? It did tell me. Now, how do I say this? If I'm winning a Makita tool or if I'm winning something, I get it. This is a Pittsburgh car maintenance set at Harbor Freight.
Oh,
These are like $15.
Well,
These are like
you still want it.
$19. All right,
you still want it.
So I don't
It's
know.
free.
And then
They
it's-
know Nathan.
say get now, right? So it's got
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh car maintenance limited Harbor Freight offer. It's got tons of things. You've been chosen to participate in our loyalty program for free.
Hey, you get to be freely loyal.
Get it now. Click here. And what happens is when you actually click on this link, when it clicks on this link, it actually says that you have to write in to 8286 Express Lane, Spanish Forks, Utah, 84660. You actually have to take
You have to write them a letter?
You have to send this in. After you've
Snail
claimed your
mail?
thing, you get an ID, and then you have to send it to them in email or in mail. So I pay for a stamp to send them to win my $15
Dude,
Pittsburgh
we used
car
to do
maintenance
that
set.
when we were kids, and we would send off for the limited
edition
Star Wars
figures.
Star Wars
Yeah, you
figures.
call it collectibles. You got
Yeah.
Emperor Palpatine that you can
That's
only send
right.
in for.
I got Emperor Palpatine.
Did you that way? That
Yeah.
that one. That's the most.
So in the
rare
end,
stuff.
was this a scam?
He's just incensed that he would have to pay. he
Scam
would pay
over
stamp.
mail. Well, yeah.
He has to buy a stamp in order to get a
Yes.
$15
Well, they are
tool set.
expensive now.
Well, see, a stamp. I have to pay for a stamp. I have to go to the site, click on the special thing. I'm not. You know,
This may not be a spam, Mike. This may just be a Nathan rant.
No. I kind of get it, because if I have to mail stuff, I really don't, because then I have to go buy stamps, and
That's
I don't
a
do
whole
that
different
anymore.
level.
That's a whole. It's weird how that used to be a part of my everyday life, and now when I have to buy stamps, I'm like, nah, those bill guys can wait.
All right. Well, you know what? Last thing before we leave, because we're a little bit ahead of time, we were talking about this pre-show. So let's talk about what is one of the big scams that are going on right now. Mark, you were talking about this, and we were talking about.
Yes, I believe it started in Oregon, and I believe it's through phone calls is how it starts.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's phone calls or emails and then turns into phone calls.
Yeah.
But basically, they tell you your cash is not safe, whether
Okay.
it's in your house or in the bank, because the banking system is going to have issues.
It's going to crash, right?
It's going to crash. So
Okay.
please go out and use this money to buy gold.
Okay.
Because gold is priceless and never goes out of style.
Okay.
And then to really protect you after you buy the gold, they're going to send an FBI agent to meet you to pick it up to hold it for you.
Oh, so they're
Okay.
So hang on here. So I buy the gold, so I'm safe now. I spend all my savings.
I'm going to come and pick it up and
Uh-huh.
physically take it to a safe house, like
Correct.
Okay.
Leavenworth. Or what? No, where's the gold?
Colorado?
that very, very famous
Fort Knox?
Fort Knox. Yes,
So you're going to do the transportation for me,
I'm going to do everything, man.
Okay.
I'm going to keep your gold safe for you.
and you're going to
And you
inventory
don't
that.
even have to click on a link
And I don't have to click on a link. And how do I get in touch with you at a later time?
I'll leave you a phone number.
So you're going to leave me a phone number.
Yeah.
And then you're going to answer that, right?
Sure.
I give you my life savings in gold. This is happening, especially to
I know.
older.
This is the horrible thing is that people are falling for this.
It is. And most of them are older. 70s,
Scared about
80s.
Scared about the environment.
And
as we grow older, we grow more insecure about our money.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
The older population is always targeted by these people because they are more easily swayed by these things than other folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I believe the ring that's running it is based out of India because they have arrested a few people.
Okay.
And they've India based.
Okay, it's the India base. There you go. Do not trust anybody if they're gonna.
Do they bring the gold to India? Is that?
I don't think they've figured out yet where it goes.
I'm sure they take it down to the local pawn shop, make the money from it,
Yeah,
and
probably.
and
That's
peace
probably
out.
what happens.
Yeah, I mean that's the best way to do that. All right, well,
How do you know that, Nathan?
Nathan's goldforall.com. Just visit Nathan's
Nathan's
Gold for All.
Gold for All. No, it has to be Nathan's Gold for All Plus.com.
Okay. .ai, because the AI extensions now are the high.
That's
hot
right.
thing. I'll be talking to you about how many AI extensions I just purchased.
I don't want to hear about
Okay,
it.
all right. That ends our letter segment on the show. Up now we have Mike's mesmerizing moment.
Welcome to Mike's mesmerizing moment. What does Mike have to say today?
All right, with Black Friday coming, we have great deals on technology items just around the corner.
Yay.
We know that TVs are not to get at the Black Friday specials. Do not buy a TV. Buy a TV at the Super Bowl specials because you get the new ones at the prices that are there instead of the leftovers that haven't sold. But laptops and desktops are on the docket for upgrades. Many people are looking to upgrade this year. Why do we like shopping on these big holiday deal days? Well, Amazon Prime just had their Prime times 5 day or whatever it was, or Prime days or whatever they had up there, and they have it. People spend money. We look forward to these days. What is wrong with us?
Can I answer for Mike?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
This is a dumb question.
This is a dumb.
Because traditionally these are the best deals, and so we want deals. So you're going to buy when it's the cheapest price.
Okay.
End of
All right.
story.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I don't.
Okay,
I
go
don't
on,
know
Mike.
if I don't
Your
know
turn.
if we could say we like shopping for these items, but we are trained to shop for these items.
Okay. How's that?
We always want the deal. We always want to feel like we're getting something of value for less than what it's supposed to be, right? And when they do these things, they're banking on the fact that you're gonna go into some sort of buying frenzy,
Okay.
right? It's kind of like a loss leader at a grocery store. You know what a loss leader is?
Yeah, that's where they get you on in and then buy a
they
thing
tell
of
you-
milk for dirt cheap. But
Yeah, they tell you, during Thanksgiving, they tell you that they're going to be selling their turkeys for whatever, a small amount of money per pound.
Yep.
So, right. So the idea is that you come in and you buy the turkey, but you also need the basting stuff. You need the stuffing. And so you're going to pay full price for that stuff, which is actually probably hiked up because they need to offset the price of the turkey.
Okay.
So this is some of the same thing, and it takes advantage of our scarcity problem when we have these sort of scarcity feelings that enter into our brains.
Fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. We start reacting and we start doing things subconsciously. I worked as a car salesman, right?
I do. Yep. You're the only person I've ever known that worked in the car dealership stuff. So you're my car guy.
It was an accident, and I don't like talking about it that much, but
Okay.
but we would have a sale every day, even when we didn't have sales. You're riding down the road and you see the little flag guys and the big sale things.
Yep.
That's all BS.
Yeah. Going out of business sale.
None of those cars are on sale. It's all BS. It's because we react to that kind of stuff because of those feelings of scarcity and fear of missing out and whatnot. And we just sort of, this is why I was talking about last week about how easily we are led down the path of destruction when it comes to this kind of psychological.
Did you ever have anybody come on in and ask to buy a car that wasn't on sale?
It didn't matter. It doesn't matter
because none of them
when it comes to car sales.
Yeah.
The customer is never right.
Okay, and you're
All
always
right.
trying to push something,
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah, we're gonna take you as you come in and you're looking for this particular model
Yeah.
and car, and we're gonna take you around and try and manipulate you until you get the one that we want you to get, because that's what gives us the
Biggest sale.
biggest sale. And I'm saying the collective we, not because I enjoyed it, but because that's how I was trained to do it.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, Mike, thanks for that mesmerizing moment.
So what are you gonna buy? What are you gonna buy on Black Friday?
I have to find. I got to buy a new desktop, so I got to figure out what I'm going to buy. I think I'm going to.
You're
probably
gonna take advantage. You're gonna take advantage of those low prices.
I will probably, yeah. I'll probably buy something on Newegg or some other couple different places so I can get my.
Does Newegg still exist?
Yeah, it still exists. It's kind of more of
I
a.
thought they went out of business.
It's kind of like an eBay marketplace now, so you can post stuff up there. All right, thanks for that mesmerizing moment. We're going to head out, and when we come on back, we have This Week in Technology. So now's a great time to enjoy a little whiskey on the side, as we will be doing so during the break. You're listening to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mum.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so you know what? We need people to start liking our social media pages.
If you like our show, if you really like us,
That's
we could use your support on patreon.com.
Or is it Patreon? I think it's Patreon.
Okay, Patreon. If you really like us, you can.
And you say I'm
like
the
us
English
in
guy?
Patreon.com.
I butcher the English language?
You know you butcher the English
Okay,
language
so it's
all the time.
It's Patreon.com.
Patreon.com. If you really like our show, you can subscribe to Patreon.com and help us out.
Oh, and you can visit us on that Facebook platform. You know, the one that Zuckerberg owns?
The one that we always bag on?
Yeah, you can. We're on Facebook, too.
Yeah, like us on Facebook.
Do you know what our Facebook page is?
TechTime Radio.
At TechTime Radio.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a trend here.
It seems to be that there's a trend, and that's TechTime Radio.
Or you can even Instagram with us.
And that's at TechTime Radio.
That's at TechTime Radio. Or you can find us on TikTok.
And it's TechTime Radio.
It's at TechTime Radio.
Like and subscribe to our social
Like
media.
us today. We need you to like us.
Like us and subscribe. That's it?
That's it. That's that simple.
And now, let's look back at this week in technology.
All right, Mike, we're going back to October 24th, 2003. This was the last flight of the Concorde. Now, the Concorde was constructed from aluminum. It was the first airline to have an analog fly-by-wire flight controls. The airliner had a transatlantic range, which, while super cruising at twice the speed of sound for a 75% of the distance that it traveled. Now, the Concorde supersonic jet made its last commercial flight while the Concorde crossed the Atlantic in about 3.5 miles or 3.5 hours. Low passenger numbers and rising maintenance costs made it unprofitable for British Airways and Air France to operate. 18 of the 20 aircraft built are preserved today and are on display in Europe and North America. It's considered by aviation as one of the greatest inventions, yet one of the worst produced airplanes of all time. That was this weekend.
Why was it the worst produced?
Well, because they had so many problems.
It's so expensive?
And so expensive. And it was such a revolutionary idea to what they did. They couldn't mass produce the items. They're all specialty based items and therefore wasn't able to stay in the market. Now, it's interesting because it was a Europe based company that built the Concorde, and then Boeing tried to come on out with their competitive stuff, and that still didn't work either. And they found out the traditional planes that take a little longer to fly are the most economic, easiest to build, and cheapest to maintain. So
there it is, the cheapest
to maintain. That was This Week in Technology. If you ever wanted to watch some Tech Time history with over 270 plus weekly broadcasts spanning over 6+ years of video, podcast, blog, and information, you can visit us at techtimeradio.com. Watch our older shows. That's right, techtimeradio.com, the new fast site. Come and visit. We're going to take
TechTime Plus.
we're going to take a commercial break. You know what? I got to tell everybody soon we may have this cryptocurrency thing that's going to be going on with Tech Time Radio. This little spoiler that you're going to you like that idea?
No.
You know, okay.
No.
Say you watch us and you earn cryptocurrency. What do you think about that?
What does that mean?
What is it? You get an Ethereum chain.
You get an Ethereum chain, and
you get
the
TTR.
more you watch, the more you get.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. You know what? I was going to take advantage of the marketing ploys by TV.
What do I get for being on the show? Do I The more I'm on the show, the more I get.
You know what? You can go home. This is what you can get.
Oh, if
You
I
can
go home and watch
it, that's 24/7.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to set it on loops.
It's a hustle. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we return, we have Mark Mumble Whiskey Review. See you after the break.
How to See a Man About a Dog. It combines darkly comic short stories, powerful poems, and pulp fiction prose to create a heartbreaking and hilarious journey readers will not soon forget. Read How to See a Man About a Dog, collected writings, for free with Kindle Unlimited. Ebook available on Kindle, print copies available on Amazon The Bookpository, and more.
The segment we've been waiting all week for. Mark's Whiskey Mumble.
All right,
All right.
October 21st.
What is today?
Day Nathan is celebrating along with me.
Oh,
Oh, I guess it's not bald stuff.
must be something to do with strength or good looking or intelligence.
It's, it's
Think in
National
terms
Eat
of what
Your
we're
Foot
doing
Day.
with the whiskey and what I'm wearing.
Is it Back to the Future?
It is Back to the Future Day.
Oh wow. Okay.
Throw on your Nikes, pop in the VHS, and rev up your DeLorean.
Oh.
Because October 21st is Back to the Future Day.
Oh.
First celebrated in 2015,
Okay.
a significant year for serious fans.
Yep.
The original Back to the Future is a 1985 sci-fi classic.
2015 is the day that they go into the future.
That's correct.
And
Yeah, how
Marty's
about
son
that?
gets in trouble. But I don't
We
know
still
why.
don't have hoverboards.
We still don't have hoverboards, and I don't know why Marty's son would still be hanging out with a relative of Biff. You're telling me that in this world that he could not have found any other friends in his high school at that time.
Look at that what they were wearing in Back to the Future 2015.
Some of that stuff is in style,
No.
except for maybe not the helmets that looked like they were from Mario
the
Brothers.
Jetsons.
Okay, all right. Well, tell us more.
All right. So, great Scott. If we could fire up the DeLorean and head back to 1972, a bottle of Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 would cost just a few bucks. Fast forward to today, and while the price has changed, that smooth Tennessee character has not. Proof that some things do not need time travel to stay timeless.
Ooh.
Just like the fact that every drop is still made in Lynchburg since 1866 from the oldest registered distillery in the U.S., a town that has been dry since Prohibition.
What? So they make it in a town that's dry.
Yeah.
So they make it in a
Yeah,
town.
I've heard that before.
I think I have heard that too. So they can't even taste.
They can't
their
drink their
own
own whiskey.
There's an exception for on the distillery to taste.
So does that mean everybody in the town just
They all work
somewhere else to buy it.
They all work there. So
or they all have one bar that they set up and they all just come and drink there all night? That
no,
would
they
be a
just
good
go
idea.
across the city limit.
Now, tasting Jack Daniel's Number 7 from 1972, besides today's release, shows just how much things have changed. The 1972 pour has character, more oak, proof, and authenticity. If that version were still on the shelf, it would be a daily drinker for me. The modern bottle, though, smoother and sweeter, lacks that soul. It is one I would rarely reach for. Better to do a Jack and Coke with the new version, while 1972 is a sipper.
I know which one I like.
This is the 1972 version.
He hasn't said yet.
He's not telling.
I don't know. Have you said yet?
Now, which one do you like better?
I like this better.
The one in the Glencairn versus the beer glass?
So you know that I'm a Glencairn.
This is the
fan.
better tasting of the two.
It is sweeter.
So you both think the Glencairn is better tasting. Well, you both like the 1972.
All right, good.
How about that?
There you go. That's what I thought.
We agreed.
That's all right. What's going to happen there? It is going to be a record day.
Yeah, that's a sign of the end times, man. There's a trumpet blowing somewhere.
All right. Thanks, Odie and Mark. Whiskey and technology are such a great pairing, like milk and Ovaltine.
Oh, what?
What a miss.
What are you talking about? Don't you like milk and Ovaltine?
Does anybody know what Ovaltine is?
Yes.
Odie, do you know what
The
Ovaltine is?
classic
She
example
has
would
no
be
idea.
milk and Oreo cookies.
Oh, that would have been a good classic. Ovaltine is absolutely a additive that you add to the milk itself. So then you
I think you were on the back end of the whole Ovaltine push.
no, then you use a spoon and you have everything ready to go.
Did you ever drink Ovaltine?
I did not
As a
drink.
kid?
I did drink Ovaltine as a kid.
Okay, all right.
All right.
All right.
Next segment.
All right.
Yeah, let's move on from the Ovaltine.
Let's prepare for our technology fail of the week.
Congratulations. You're a failure.
Oh, I failed. Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
All right. This week, our technology fail comes to us from payment processes across the globe. Two of the largest platforms went down at the same time. Is this a coincidence? All right. PayPal and Venmo were down, and here's what you know about each of these platform outages. If you weren't able to send money last week, you're not alone. Two of the largest online payments experienced major outages on October 16th. According to Down Detector, which tracks reports outages from services, both PayPal and Venmo saw a surge beginning from 11 a.m. Eastern and lasted for over an hour. PayPal hit nearly 10,000 reports, and Venmo wasn't far behind at 8,000. Now, PayPal took a while to reflect the issue it was having on its own status page, but shared a statement with us that said the outage had been concluded. PayPal and Venmo experienced a brief service disruption almost at the same time, and they're on two different platforms. Was this a misconfiguration error? Or was this a major breach? Dun, dun, dun. Well, guess what?
We'll find out later.
Yeah, we do not know yet because they have not made the announcement. There has not been a posting online that said it was a hack either. If there was, I would be announcing that. But there seems to be still in the dark that either they both have the same IT service person that hit the wrong button or something happened.
FireEye.
All right, there you go. We're going to head right now.
Don't
encourage him. To our Nathan Nugget.
This is your Nugget of the Week.
All right, so I may have one. I got a little bit of time. I may do a little second one here. So we're going to talk about something good. This fellow by the name of Craig Clark. Do you know who Craig Clark is?
No.
He's like a good neighbor.
Nobody knows who Craig Clark is.
Well, Craig Clark is like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Now, do you need a laptop?
We did not get paid for that.
We did not. But this retiree refurbishes laptops, gives them away to those in need. So he retired from a chain of convenience stores. He became a computer technician. Then he got the idea to provide laptops to those who can't afford them. Clark, who is based out of Florida, became known as the Tech Fairy. Now, he has no memory as to why or how people branded himself that, he says. He says that he doesn't mind the Tech Fairy idea, but really all he wants to do is fix old computers and be able to have them work for somebody new. Now, he started 8 years ago doing this, and he's helped hundreds of people with photos to prove each one of these that he's given away. In the 700 plus pictures, there's a lot of convenience store workers, a lot of fast food workers, and people don't really able to pay for a brand new laptop at $1,200 a pop. The 79-year-old one-man operation says that he has stacks and stacks of computers, and what he does is he takes the computers, opens them up, cleans them out, replaces them with bigger hard drives and memory from all the others that he has collected, and then he gives them away. He gives away about 8 or 9 a month, and he's probably has 500 laptops ready to go right now.
What does he charge him for the new laptop?
No, nothing. It's free.
That's what
Absolutely
Nathan.
free.
That's what Nathan does, except he doesn't give them to anybody.
No, I do. Actually, I do give them out.
Do you?
Yeah, I do give them
I
out.
thought you sold them.
No, because normally by the time I actually do spend a lot of time taking the batteries, going, and what I end up doing is I using them for like big events. Is I take older machines, use them for big events until they can't be done, or I give them to my wife, and that's her computer that she has, and I say, "Here you go, honey. It looks like it's a new one."
I don't know if that counts.
Sorry, Tracy.
I don't know if that counts.
She just moved this rating of this show from a 10 down to a 1.
That's right. Well, speaking about Windows, let's talk about something that a lot of people don't know about.
Are they
Power
touch
tools.
screens?
Do you guys know what Power Toys is? They used to be kind of like Power Toys, Power Tools. Mm-hmm. These are window enhancements.
They're like mods.
They're like mods for Windows, but it actually is released by Microsoft. So it's like an officially worked on hacked versions of different stuff. Now, guess what? Microsoft is excited to finally announce with its new version of Power Toys that you can get Power Toys. You can
It
get
sounds like you were belching there.
Power Toys that you can get on the Windows Store. So you got to go to the Windows Store and look for Power Toys. You can actually now.
It's been a while since they've released one.
They have. Toys. It has been. They do it about every year and a half, 2 years. So it takes a little while. Right. And most of these are developers that are doing this on their free time on the back end to add functionality that they at one time had in the code that then gets stripped off, and then they had these rogue developers that were all mad, so they decided to come up with the whole idea of Windows 95 Power Toys is when it really started coming on out because all the features they would throw in there.
Do you know what some of the new toys are?
Yeah. You can now have your Windows machine go from light to dark mode. You know, the feature that a Mac has had for maybe like 10 years. When it gets dark, all of a sudden you can go white and the screen, and then when it's the other one, you can go black and white. So you can now have an update available for free at Power Toys in the App Store. Well, guys, you know what? I think now we need to move to our pick of the day whiskey tasting.
And now our pick of the day for our whiskey tastings. Let's see what bubbles to the top.
Good transition here, buddy.
Today, we are tasting Jack Daniel's Old No. 7 Black Label, a recent purchase versus Back to the Bourbon, a 1972 bottle.
All right. I give a thumbs up to this bottle right here.
Are we supposed to be thumbs upping each one of them?
Not each one, just the 1972.
I give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Absolutely.
I wish this was the standard offering right now.
Can you go back to them and tell them, hey, change it back to the way you had it?
Yeah, you can go back and tell them.
Mark, you got a lot of power in the whiskey community. How about you?
It's the same mash bill, so it's more. There's a lot of other factors that play into making the whiskey. It's about the wood that the wood they use now isn't quite as aged as back in the early 1970s. We have less wood.
Okay.
Water has changed. Yeast that they use, et cetera, et cetera.
They just need to go back to the old way. That's what I tell everybody at work all the time.
Sometimes we just need to find a new way forward.
The old way's the better. The old way's the better. That's always the best.
That's funny coming out of your mouth.
What's that? It's always better to go back to the old.
Yeah, I think so. I think we need to be back in pre-internet days.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. All right. I don't quite think we should go back that far.
I know but you want to live in Star Trek. So
I do. I do. I want to see the aliens. I want to fly.
We just need to jump to
Terminator.
that future reality.
That's right. Not the or Back to the Future reality would be fine too. I can handle that. Go back and get the sports almanac, and I can make millions and millions of dollars. I could be like Biff. All right. Now, guess what, Mike?
Okay, whatever.
We're about out of time. We want to thank our listeners for joining the program. Listeners, we want you to hear from you. Go visit TechTimeRadio.com. Click on Be a Caller. Ask us a question on technology in our TalkBack recording system. If you do that, I will send you $10 on my Venmo account. For those that are listening, go and leave me the first one to go to the TalkBack recording system at TechTimeRadio.com under contacts. Does that? I'll send you $10. All right.
Except, is Venmo going to be working?
I hope so. All right. You know what? You can always also like our page on YouTube and watch all of our shows. It's about out of time. It's an honor to be a host on today's show. Each week, we're here to decode the technology that shapes our world, one breakthrough and bourbon at a time. See you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on Tech Time Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment today in technology. The fun doesn't stop there. We recommend that you go to techtimeradio.com and join our fan list for the most important aspect of staying connected and winning some really great monthly prizes. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service, from Apple to Google and everything in between. We're also on YouTube, so check us out on youtube.com/techtimeradio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at Tech Time Radio, remember, mum's the word. Have a safe and fantastic week.